Majority of immigrants that are doing their master, they always focus them life on the master's program, but I tweak it. I divided it into 50-50. 50 to my academic, 50 to my career development, not even to kitchen potter job, to my career development. I was watching plays and I was creating content. And it got to a point that I stopped applying for jobs because I did one interview and they told me that the only reason they wouldn't proceed is because I'm still a student and I cannot do full-time job. As I heard that, okay, I think I'm now certified to get a job in the UK. I always have 3 pillars: technical excellence, strategic networking, and authentic position.
Right.
Along that way, I got to know about Black Professional Scotland. You know them. I attended some of their events. So the first person I reached out to, Taufik, yeah.
Right.
I discussed with him, he heard my passion, what I've done, and he told me one thing that I should just get something that will survive me for the meantime, that I won't get problem getting the job. I didn't know what he saw. I didn't know what he heard. Another event happened that they did JP Morgan. That was the first time I met Enoch. He also said the same thing, that don't worry, you will get a job before you even graduate. So I always use this strategy that any event I get to, I should always ask questions.
Yep.
So like I'm Raji Kudus and I'm a data scientist. And my questions are always tricky. Now people now started seeing, look, I've seen you before in this event. And they actually gave me my name. They would say, that data guy.
Right.
People have been calling me the data guy. What should I do? I need to personalize this thing.
As a master's student, I probably made over $6,000 freelancing on Upwork and Fiverr as an editor, audio editor, and all that. Making that amount of money within a year actually helped me, to cater for some other things, like just to survive here in the UK. And
Upwork gave me the opportunity to have work experience. Yeah.
That's a smart way to go about it.
It's part of my CV. They told me that I can actually use this on my CV. What actually worked for me in doing my job application with JP Morgan, I was on the table and she joined the meeting. She now called me a name that no one has ever called me that name in the professional life. She said, the data dude, and she smiled. That was how I was able to convert interview to discussion.
Your journey is quite an interesting one. You are a senior associate at the world's largest bank, and you went from a kitchen potter to JP Morgan. Does that make you feel like you can conquer anything? So about 3 years ago, you took a one-way trip from Lagos, Nigeria, 3 days to Christmas or New Year thereabouts.
Yeah, to New Year.
Yeah, to New Year, and you took a one-way trip to Scotland to pursue a master's degree. And your experiences so far has shaped you, and you're building a personal brand out of that as well, the data dude. And can you unpack, within the next 10 minutes, unpack that experience for us, how things have been?
Thank you very much for inviting me to have this conversation. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the work you are doing, because it's always good for people to see what other people like them are achieving and the struggle, their journey, so that they can learn from them. And so my journey so far has been, I would say, has been the one that has been directed by God. Yeah. Got to 2023 and okay, I need to leave this country that year at all means. And with God's direction, I started pursuing UK schools. So I processed the one in September, but it didn't work out. So I said, okay, let me focus on January intake. I did all the application myself. Where the real funny story now started was at the airport, Glasgow airport. It was very cold at that moment. So it was me and my friend as we were about to step out from the airport. This kind of breeze that you never experienced in your life. I was like, Jesus.
What's happening here?
What's happening here? And you know that we came here, we didn't know anybody, no friends, no family to call. And it just occurred to okay, where are we even going from here? We thought it would be like normal Nigerian airport. I can easily see taxi here and there. But this looks so new and different. And luckily for us, there was a girl, a lady that we came together from Nigeria. And fortunately, our uncle came to pick her up. So it was just my friend that like, let's ask for help now. And we just asked, okay, sir, we don't know what we want to do from here, but can we just help us? We are trying to lodge in an hotel. And I believe the man was a God sent. He's an angel. And he made the journey. You know, when you go to a place and you know that, okay, God actually directed you here, or God has something for you here, you know you will get some signs that, okay, God followed me here. God is here with me. You understand? So the man took us, packed all our bags and everything, helped us book hotel through his credit card and everything, even gave us food.
Wow.
You understand? So we didn't have to worry, like, we pack everything. You know, if it was another person, they may be worried, okay, sorry, they can give you an excuse because people don't give a fuck. You understand? But luckily, God did it for us, and even it was maybe like 2 days before New Year, he invited us over to his house so that we don't feel lonely. He taught us a lot of things about UK. He gave us his address to use to register for like NIM, bank, and everything. You understand? So he made it so easier for us to start navigating life in the UK, you understand? And it got to a point that we needed to leave the hotel that we were. It came again to help us park the load, brought us to the Premier Inn Hotel that is closer to this place, and he would invite us over, tell us some things that we can do. Whenever we get emails, so we go to his place and get the email, like you can even phone us. And from there, you know, we started looking for accommodation. And this is where another funny aspect started coming in, job hunting. You know, it took me about 3 to 4 months before I even secure a single job here. Trust me. Yeah. I've been someone that have been into tech since my undergraduate, you understand? And I always have the passion I want to continue my tech career here. But people that we were surrounded by, people that I got to know, and I found out, okay, how do I navigate, how do I get a job? And that's why I have this saying that people that surround you determine what you will achieve and how you will achieve. So the only thing they told me was that the job that we can get is either we do cleaning job or we do care support and all these things. And trust me, they influenced us that I started applying for support worker role and everything. And it got to a point, my body was applying, but my mind wasn't there. It got to a point I just stopped. I got several interviews, I just stopped attending. I was like, no, because I know that one is a career path. Let me do another thing that is not a career path that someone can just do to survive. I was like, okay, let me apply for kitchen porter role. And that one actually changed my mindset about UK culture. You know, if you're someone that have lived in Nigeria for several years of your life and you live like a king, and you go to a new country and you couldn't even get a kitchen porter role or job just to wash plates, they rejected you.
There's no skill set required for that.
Imagine, but they requested for CV. I did an interview.
Wow.
Yeah, I went there. I did an interview with the chef. So it was maybe a few days later, maybe someone that they gave the offer, rejected the offer. They were like, okay, they would like to give me a trial. I was like, for real, in this country, you know, they humble me. And I know, I think I need to remove all my egos and start, like, this is like me starting life from scratch. And I need to go through the process. You understand? I started that work, but it got to a point like, this is not what I want to do. And along that way, I got to know about Black Professional Scotland, you know, them. I attended some of their events and I started, you know, people I asked questions. For example, the first person I reached out to was, what is this name? He's also a co-founder of BPU.
Is it Tosin?
Not Tosin.
Is it Josh? Enoch?
Not Enoch, before
It's
Enoch. Taufik, yeah. Right. I reached out to him, and luckily for me, I didn't ignore that call because I got shift then. And the time he gave me to have the video call was immediately after the shift. So I just left the hotel, ran into one coffee shop just to have the discussion. So I discussed with him, he heard my passion, what I've done, and he told me one thing that I should just get something that will survive me for the meantime, that I won't get problem getting a job. I didn't know what he saw. I didn't know what he heard. You understand? Another event happened that they did JP Morgan. That was the first time I met Enoch. You understand? I discussed with him. He also said the same thing, that don't worry, you will get a job before you even graduate. I didn't know what they, saw in me. I was like, okay, what did these people, what did they see? I didn't know. I networked in the event, talked to a lot of people, and I'm someone that I don't shy. I'm very outspoken and always use this strategy that any event I get to, I should always ask questions.
Yep.
Imagine you are in a gathering of hundreds of people, and if you want to ask questions, that means you need to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
I am so. This is who I am. Let's say I'm Raji Kudus, or people like, okay, then I never even have a brand name. So like, I'm Raji Kudus and I'm a data scientist. And my questions are always tricky.
Okay.
Because some people know me with that strategy. And now people now started seeing, okay, I've seen you before in this event. We started meeting each other, and they actually gave me my name. They would say, that data guy.
Right.
Be like, when we saw it, be like, oh, that is the data guy, because everything is about data. I'm a data scientist. I'm asking about stuff like that. Then you are like, okay, people have been calling me the data guy. What should I do? I need to personalize this thing. I Google who is the data guy. So okay, there is someone there. I'm like, okay, the data dude. I search everywhere. No one. The whole global, in the whole, no one has the name the data dude.
Oh.
And okay, this is it. This is it. And people may be wondering, okay, how did I do it? I secure an offer at JP Morgan, and a lot of things happened during that period till my current situation at JP Morgan. And this is what I did. Majority of immigrants that are doing their master, they always focus them life on the master's program and also on the job that they don't plan to do for life. But I tweak it. I divided it into 50-50. 50 to my academic, 50 to my career development, not even to kitchen porter job, to my career development. I was watching plays and I was creating content. I was watching plays, I was mentoring people that are already doing the job. Because my social media presence doesn't depict me as a kitchen porter.
Right.
It depicts me as a professional. You understand? So I started giving out what I know, because I'm someone that don't like to keep things. I gave out a lot of things, like, okay, do this, do this, do this. And it got to a point that I stopped applying for jobs. Because I did one interview and they told me that the only reason they wouldn't proceed is because I'm still a student and I cannot do full-time job. As I heard, okay, I think I'm now certified to get a job in the UK. Let me just finish my master. Then that means I'm not certified in the aspect of the technical excellence. Let me focus more on my strategic networking and authentic positioning. You understand? Because I always have 3 pillars: technical excellence, strategic networking, and authentic. What is the third one again? Networking and positioning.
Right.
You understand? And how do we do that? I keep on applying, posting content, but content that are informative and educative. Understand? I started building, I dive into AI. Then AI was new. I dive into AI development, LLM, LangChain, and everything. Every project that I did, I created videos, demos on them, pushing them to YouTube. Understand? So, and I went from having just a technical portfolio to having a larger portfolio that if you go to my YouTube channel, you can actually see if I can do what I'm telling you that I can do. You understand? And that's what actually worked for me in doing my job application with JP Morgan. Imagine the last interview that would determine if you got the offer or not. I was on the table and she joined the meeting. You understand? Imagine that she now called me a name that no one has ever called me that name in the professional line. She said, the data dude, and she smiled. That was how I was able to convert interview to discussion. That means she already researched about me. What do I do after, like, beside my normal technical stuff? What do I do? I'm ambassador to EPU.
Yeah.
We promote inclusion and diversity, and luckily the person also believes in inclusion and diversity. You understand? So it now moved from the technical side to more of personal, like my personality, who I am. Kind of like, am I someone that will be that can mingle with the team? Hope if they accept me, hope I won't become a problem to the team. That I won't be able to collaborate and stuff like that. And this is what some people don't know. If you want to apply for a data analyst role, don't stay at the level of data analyst role. You understand? The skill that they require for that job is data analysis, like strong data analysis. But I have far more than data analysis role because I've started developing AI projects, like a demo that we can use as a prototype. You understand? That means are far beyond data analyst. So now beyond even data scientist, now beyond ML engineer. Now I can call myself then AI developer. You understand? So there is no way you have all these skills and you now develop your aspect of the personal branding and you build a network that you won't get what you want.
Yeah.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah, definitely.
You understand? But some people don't know how to get there, and some people don't even. It's when you know what to do, then you will do it, then you will get where you're getting. But some people don't even know what to do. That's why most people are stuck in the journey. And trust me, it's not their fault. Because I've been there. I call something career intelligence. I learned it in a very hard way. This story that I just shared with you within a few minutes, it took me a lot of sleepless nights. I did more than a year everyday learning. Like maybe 400 days plus. I must learn every day. I must do something that my yesterday needs to be better than today. And I keep doing it. Imagine that you keep doing something every day. There's no way you won't get better.
Definitely no way.
That's just the normal principle of life. We keep doing some they call some people talent and all these things. It's because they keep doing that thing, they stay consistent with it. No matter how many jobs rejection I got, I only need just one yes.
Yep.
I only need just someone that would just like me, that would just want to give me a chance. Because sometimes in life, you may know it all, but if you don't get a chance, if you don't have someone that will give you a chance, trust me, you'll be like, what are you doing wrong? And you're not doing anything wrong. You're just missing one of the pillars. It may be your positioning that is bad or that is wrong. It may be that you don't have a strong network yet. You understand? Now, until now, the way we are talking, I've discussed with a lot of people that are also immigrants, even in the tech space, their problem and stuff, which now made me to find a lot of gaps in the tech space, especially between the data and AI, because that is my niche. Then you're like, okay, these are the problems. How do I solve this? Then I started the data hub.
Yeah.
That is where the data hub started from. We did normal traditional bootcamp where we train people, all this thing, but still, I saw that we fell into the same trap the other companies, are into, that people will finish, and after they finish learning the technical skills, they don't know what else again. They don't know what else to do. You understand? I'm like, okay, how do I do? And in life, the kind of ideas you generate determine what you know. that is something we call entrepreneurial thumbprint. So my experience, what I know, my technical skill, my network, ended up meaning to generate an idea, which is to systematize my journey. What I learned in a hard way, I should be able to systematize it using AI. And the career intelligence should be something that should be accessible to everyone that need it. I've seen a lot of people that they will do a boot camp with the company. After that, they'll be looking for mentor. After that, they'll be like, okay, they don't know. Imagine, because it's always a painful thing to me when I hear people pay a lot of money and they reach out to me that how do they get a job? And I ask them, do they even have a portfolio? Not even, do they have a project? Not even talk of a portfolio. They'll be like, no. I'll be like, and you told me you did bootcamp at where? They will mention all these companies' name. Be like, damn.
There's a gap here.
There's a lot of gaps here.
Yeah.
You understand? And we will now start, we started doing what we call career acceleration. Where I talked to them, I mentor them and stuff like that. But it's not enough because I'm a human being. Imagine there are thousands of people that need mentoring. If I'm available 24/7, I can't mentor everyone. And I'm not a robot. There are some things that I will forget. You understand? And now with the capability of AI, it can do a lot. And I'm not saying AI should replace a real human mentor, but it can enhance it. And how do we do that? Is to create what we call career advisor. So the mission of the data hub is to have a go-to, like is to become a go-to place where everyone who wants to learn between data and AI. Later we can scale it up to different career paths, can go to and get everything they need without going to external sites or without even going to think of anything external. And how do we do that? LMS plus career intelligence in a single platform. That at the beginning of your career, you already have your own personal AI career advisor. And is in 4 stages to help you create a personalized career roadmap, to help you discover, to help you get help and take actions. You understand? Those 4 categories or 4 pillars, they are very deep. I just mentioned them as a holistic overview. And another problem that I add is the accountability. Some people started the journey, but they don't have the push, no ginger. They will just died along the journey. Be like, it's not for me. Let me just focus on another career path. Where it's for them, but their environment determines how they think. Who they talk to determine how they think. The information they have access to determine what they can do in the UK.
Yes.
These are the things that we now systematize. Like people, like I should be working, or maybe I'm in Glasgow. I should be able to receive a notification from my career advisor that there's an event coming, and I should apply for the event. And even give me networking script
Right.
that I can use in the event. A lot of people actually they don't know what to
say
when to get to event, and they will just sit down. It's not that they don't want to talk, but they don't know where and how to talk. Now this system, we know your journey, knows you and everything, know your experience. We now create a script based on what you have done, and now you can sell yourself to people.
That's brilliant. I mean, you really unpacked a lot in the past few minutes, and you're really talking about your journey from Nigeria to UK, how you settled in, how you got a job at JP Morgan, how you're also building a personal brand. All of this within a space of 3 years thereabouts. I mean, that's a lot that you've done within 3 years, and congratulations on everything done so far. So I want to first kick off from the impact of a network, professional network, the role they played at Black Professionals UK. Then it was Black Professionals Scotland, and how they were able to come into play and help you. They saw a talent, they saw something in you. You said, you spoke to Taufik, and they said, don't worry, there's something they definitely saw in you, and it's materialized into you getting a job even as a student doing your MSc.
Yeah.
What was the impact of that? I mean, now you've grown to become an ambassador for BPU. You were nominated as a Rising Professional Star last year's TBSA. So, what was the impact of the professional networking in your career, shaping your career journey here in the UK?
I think that is a real game changer for everything. And I also made this mistake before. God helped me to realize it earlier and correct it. Is to stay within my cubicle, to stay within my region. I have the fear of not networking outside. You understand? When I joined the community in the UK, for everyone watching this, no matter what you do, even if you are in another career, you need a community. You need to be in a community that actually have things that can use to support you. For example, PPU always do something. They will open a door for you to get access to some company, to some buildings, or to some people. It's now your own job to do the work.
Right.
You understand? And some people still don't know that fact till now. But I got to know that fact earlier. Okay, can you give me your collaborate and create an event and everything for me to get access to the company building or people? It's my own job to talk to them, to sell and pitch myself. That this is what I have done. This is how I can solve problem for you guys and everything. Understand? And some people be like, they join the community and they're not getting jobs. They are missing it. People is not there to just take a job and give it to you like this. No.
It's a bridge.
They are filling a bridge that normally you can't have access to. And this is what I want people, it may not be BP, it may be another community. Don't see, good things don't come easy. It requires your own hard work and smart work. And you need to be strategic enough. And that's one another thing that helped me. Before I got to the UK, I already know what I want to do. But when I got here, some things influenced that instead of joining from A to B, and I moved from A to D, and I moved from A to B, B to C, then C to D. But still, I still later got to my D. But even the D is not the final destination. Understand? And what Taufik, Enoch, and the rest told me actually went a long way. You understand? You know, sometimes you just need to hear from someone that you are actually good and you believe it.
That's true.
He told me you will get it, and I believe it. And how I will not get it, I don't know how, as I then. But as I continued the journey, started, feeling myself, okay, this is what I would do, this is how I can do it, this is how I can do it. Sometimes I call for advice and stuff like that. And everything now round up to their impact in the lives of minority has gone a long way.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Trust me. And there's another thing that I always tell people to do. If you're in a community, don't just be in the community. Volunteer to do something. Be known. There are a lot of people in PPE community that Enoch don't know or Dami don't know. But be someone that if you join a place or if you join a group, you are useful. You did something, you created an impact before you even leave or before you focus on another thing. Don't just be someone that just want to take. Give. That's part of the ambassador. Give. I have a social platform. I can promote what we do there, and that's what I did. Sometimes it's not about money. Everything is not about money. You may just be in your own school and be preaching about PPU and what you guys do. Don't only say, okay, they should create an event so that you can get a job. No. That is the way life works. If you give, you have the mentality of giving, automatically life will reshape itself to give you what you want. Either sooner or later, but you will get it. You understand? So I can't cut the impact of PPU out in my journey, never.
Your journey is quite an interesting one. You are a senior associate at the world's largest bank, and you went from a kitchen porter to JP Morgan. Does that make you feel like you can conquer anything after? I mean, looking at your journey so far.
As you said it from Kitchen Potter to JP Morgan, a lot happened. And there are processes that I went through before I can be qualified for that role. And these are the things some people don't know outside. You see people living life on social media, but do you know what they actually did? Do you know what they're actually doing? Do you know the sacrifices? You understand? So I won't say that is what gave me the mentality that I can achieve anything. And sometimes in life, you cannot achieve everything because you can only achieve what you can control. That's something that is outside of your control. You understand? That means if you cannot achieve them, just leave it for nature or God to decide. You get? And the mentality that I got from there is that I can achieve something once I go through the process. Once you go through the process, you are becoming who can undo that thing. For example, I told my wife one day that, maybe last month, that if anybody buy me a Ferrari now, it's doing me a bad thing because I haven't grown to become someone that can drive a Ferrari. There are attributes to these things. I may be someone that can still manage a Mercedes Benz. You understand? That means that is the capability of my mentality. Once I grow to become someone that can handle something better. And that is life. That's why I don't jump. To become, for example now, from being a senior associate, you're looking towards to become a founder, a CEO. So there are a lot of things that I have to learn to gather all the attributes to be called a good CEO, someone that can gather or build a team. You understand? So I believe in walking through the process. Once you want to walk through the process, you become the right version of someone that can achieve that thing, then you will achieve it.
Brilliant. That's interesting. So, I mean, I've done some of my research work on your journey so far, and there was a time where you mentioned what freelancing on Upwork did for you, and quite similar to me as well. To be very honest, I mean, as a master student, I probably made over $6,000 freelancing on Upwork and Fiverr, and as an editor, audio editor, and all that, editing podcasts for people all over the world, and that actually gave me some certain level of financial buffer towards my survival year because I was only restricted to doing 20 hours and all that. So making that amount of money within a year actually helped me, to cater for some other things like, just to survive here in the UK. And you being on Upwork, did that also impact how you were able to, get some portfolios and all that been able to do your brand?
Yeah, sure. As I said, that a lot happened between Kitchen Potter to JP Morgan, and part of what happened is the Upwork. Upwork gave me opportunity to have work experience. Yeah.
That's a smart way to go about it.
It's part of my CV. And how do I achieve that? You can easily go to Upwork and just get a job for maybe $100 or not this, I use the knowledge I have about how to keep a relationship with the people that actually gave me the contract and elongate the contract to the extent that they told me that I can actually use this on my CV as a real work, because it's actually a real work experience. It's not just a freelancing, and it's remote. You get? So I got several work experiences there, and even till now, to the extent that I moved a relationship from being maybe client and customer to someone that we rapport, we share ideas, we talk. That one is another skills on its own. How to move from that state to become someone that you can now share your, like where you travel to, you understand? Because people tend to relate and be more calm and to be more calm to give you job to that kind of person that they can easily relate to or they like. And how do people like you? The way you talk, how you talk, are you calm? Do you know how to communicate well? And I always use this strategy on Upwork then. Before I have an interview, I always love to make research about the person that wants to interview me. Let me know something about them that I can relate to. Then I will use that in the interview.
That's great. That's brilliant. Oh wow. I mean, that's actually a smart way to go about, like one of the major problems people face in the UK when they're looking for jobs, and most of the feedbacks they're getting is you don't have a UK experience, you don't have, the experience is limited to Nigeria, which they have a certain level of mentality about working in Nigeria and all that. So, but when you have an Upwork, a Fiverr, or maybe a freelancing gig, that gives you exposure. I mean, working internationally, quote and unquote, and you can put that on your CV. And like you said, they also helped you to build a portfolio, which I actually did. I mean, if you check my portfolio, definitely my Upwork gigs are still there up to now. I just put them there so that just so that I have a level of diverse portfolio across several industries and all that. So that is very brilliant. And so to wrap things up, and for someone who is now trying to grow their career in the UK, I'm trying to take some point from you at a recent episode you had on your YouTube, which was on, an introvert growing in the tech space and all that. How do you think they should navigate? Because here I've noticed it's a different ballgame. First of all, the environment, because it's relatively new to you, you struggle to fit in. First of all, the second, the way you're trying to fit in, you're trying to find a balance. Hope I'm not trying to do too much. Hope I'm doing enough. Now, for someone who's now an introvert, first of all, that's not even there. It's not even. It doesn't come to naturally. So, but you want to go within your career space and you want to go within your professional space. How should someone who's an introvert navigate that space? People think, who watch my videos or online, think these things come naturally to me. It doesn't. Yeah. It's like me just taking an extra step to say, I just want to do this and come out of my shell. My natural space is I just want to be in my room, turn off the lights and just do my thing. But all these things necessary evil to do. So for someone who is naturally an introvert, how should they navigate that professional space whereby visibility is key?
I would say it's a game. And in a game there will be a best player than the other. And how do we not play the game determine how we win and who will be the winner. And I will also recommend, based on the episode I mentioned, that if they want to get detailed answer to that, they can watch the episode. Because as for me, I'm not an introvert, but I will share what I've learned from people that are introverts that are doing well in the UK, how they did it. And they told me something. They conquered their fear. Because trust me, they would even MDs, eat this. If you talk to them, realize sometimes they are afraid. I mean, we are all human beings. Even though they are in a leadership position, they still battle with it, but how do they conquer it? They don't give a fuck, and they just do what they need to do because they don't have a choice. So if, let's say, okay, I'm an introvert now, and I want to build my tech career, and I need that visibility. Visibility determines if it wants to be social media, or you want to have visibility in, let's say, for example, in a company, you want to have visibility in that company. For instance, the guest I invited, he has visibility in the company. He may have visibility across social media. So when we talk about visibility, it doesn't necessarily need to be on social media. It may not be on social media and everybody in this school know you. That's visibility. Now imagine that everyone in this school, in this university know you, and you are looking to achieve something or you want to apply for a position. That means you have the network and your position is correct because people that you know are in a place where you want to get something. You understand? That's why I always refer to that 3 pillars of career intelligence, the technical excellence. It may not be technical, it may be accounting excellence, the strategic positioning and authentic networking. You understand? Once you have that, and how do you have that? You start little by little. You may be someone that you're always shy to even. Let's say, how are we train an introvert, for example? Now, I have someone in my team who's an introvert, is very shy to even lead a meeting, and I got to know about it, and this is how I can help the person. I will help him by saying, okay, lead maybe first 3 minutes of the stand-up. From leading first 3 minutes of the stand-up, and I see, okay, he's copying, I will extend it to 10 minutes. And remember I said something that people that we call talent, they do something consistently, they stay consistent with it. So no matter how introvert the person is, and you keep doing the stand-up every day like that or every week, to get to a point, I intentionally won't come to the meeting. I will just, in that meeting, tell him to lead the meeting. It may flop, but he will learn lesson. He do it again. That means he has conquered that fear of leading stand-up. I mean, he's now comfortable talking to his team. From the opportunity will come to maybe to lead a BLG. It's maybe just to take an introduction aspect of an event. You get. Imagine that now he keeps doing that. He keeps building confidence. He now see people as number two to talk to. Meanwhile, he's still an introvert. From there, he will find area that he loves to talk about. He builds, his skills from there, and he start talking about it. You get. So visibility doesn't necessarily need to be on social media. It depends on what you want to achieve. I may not be on social media than I want to become maybe the ambassador of the school or student ambassador. Let's say I'm popular on social media, but no students of the school know me. Then I have a wrong visibility, and my positioning is wrong. You get. So those pillars are very important. Once, just mark them, how you can achieve this. Then it will determine where you want to put your visibility to. Some people, even on social media, some people, their visibility may be on YouTube. And that is where your audience are. And you notice that if they try to push to maybe LinkedIn, they may not get that traction. But they already have a stable visibility on YouTube, or it may be on another social media. So we just need to find a way to find, okay, where do I have more visibility? Let's say you are a founder. Where do I capture my target audience? If I want to use one personal story, where will I sell most? You understand? That will determine where you should build your visibility. You get. So from there, introverts keep talking. They conquer that fear of being afraid to talk to people. They are still an introvert, but they built visibility across time.
So, my penultimate question, before my last question, you were able to secure a job even as a student with the world largest bank. That is not the reality of an average immigrant here.
Yeah.
But you've mentioned how, strategic positioning helped you, networking helped you, that has been a part of BPU. You mentioned how also being proactive, dedicating 50% of your time to academics, 50% to career growth, and everything culminated to you getting a job even before you finish your master's. Now you're a senior associate with JP Morgan. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So now to wrap things up, your journey so far, will you attribute it, or what we attribute it to? Is it luck? Is it success? Is it hard work?
God. Yeah, because that's my own belief. I'm very sure there are people that have done a lot of hard work than me, but they are not where they want to be. A lot of people that have done a lot of smart works than me, and they still are not fulfilled with what they are doing. You understand? And how do I define luck? Before, I don't believe in luck. And I will tell you a story why I don't believe in luck and why I started believing in luck. Before I passed my driving test in the UK, it was at the third attempt. The first and second, the statement that both examiners said was, "You were not lucky." I was like, why do people use the luck language in this UK? That's why you need to consider the environment and country that you are. In Nigeria, people don't use luck like that.
It's hard work.
Hard work, or they will say grace. I know I have grace, but what does these people believe in luck here? Then I interviewed another person. He now explained that aspect of luck, that it's also good in what he does and everything. He actually believes in, he believes in luck, and also he believes in his own smart work and everything. But still, he always pray for luck. Understand? And before I went for the third test, I added luck my prayer point. God, please. I need to be lucky. I need to be a lucky guy. Trust me, and it worked.
Wow.
Where I know it worked is this. The test is about 45 minutes, and towards the end of the test, it was very funny. There is a pedestrian traffic light and a zebra crossing there.
Yeah.
So I saw a black person coming towards it. You understand it? This is the zebra cross, zebra line and traffic line there. So the man was there looking towards the side. You understand? So in my imagination, I was already, I calculated, okay, he wants to cross. I should wait. So I now wait. I waited. Though the man was still walking, not yet. Understand? So luckily for me, he actually passed. So after we got to the test center and everything, the examiner tortured me. Do you know what he did? He didn't tell me either I pass or fail. He now started asking me a question, why did I wait?
Was he thinking it was like undue hesitation?
He said that it was like, what if the man didn't cross? How do I know he wants to cross? He started giving me this question, and I'm like, God, I failed again. And I know how painful it is when you have invested a lot of money. It was like, luckily for me, the man used the road. I'm like, God, thank you. They always use that language, luck. And in this UK, you need to have that luck in anything you are doing. You need to have in anything, and that's why I believe in luck so much. The way I believe in grace, favor, mercy, I believe in luck. I don't know, people may divine it as maybe as another, but luck is very important, because life is funny sometimes. You may see people that don't know what you know, and they are higher position. And you may be wondering that, what's going on? Some people may be doing interviews, a lot of interviews, and they will start asking themselves, what are they doing wrong? They are good in the other pillar, but what are they doing wrong? They don't know. Sometimes just the luck that you need. And the luck may be someone that will interview you, they will fail you, then enter the interview. Someone that don't like you, naturally, maybe the way you smile, the way you talk, and or you said something that's relatable to the man or to the woman. Just like you naturally. Because trust me, what happened at the back end of after the interview, like the way we select people, the successful applicant, people don't understand at the front end. I didn't understand. It was when I got to that position of me interviewing and hiring people to my company, then I got to know, wow. Because sometimes you get confused, like, who do I choose? You now move from this guy, and this guy can do the same thing, but during the interview, how do we rapport?
Likability.
How do we flow? That may be another thing that you may use. Or another person may influence your decision that, okay, I know this guy and I can vouch for him.
That's luck, of course.
Understand? Another thing may be that, okay, someone want to, maybe I wanted to pick another person, and the person just posted something on social media. I'm like, no, this guy cannot be my company. Then pick you. Some people will even receive rejection email, and later they will receive an offer. They will tell them they are sorry that they want to give them the offer again. What happened at the back end? The guy don't know, but something happened. So recruiting is another game on its own until you get there. And that's why some managers find it hard to recruit sometimes, because it's not easy, and who you recruit to your team determine how the team will perform. And in this kind of company, they are crazy. Recruiting is a lot. It takes stages, and there are regulations behind all these things. You can't just hire someone like that. You can't just publish a job and just close it. No. You must leave it for some time. There are a number of people that you must interview, even if you have if you have someone that you want to recruit or hire. Just the regulation and everything. Imagine that you going through the regulation, and sometimes life can be funny. Be like, this is who I wanted to pick, but something happened to me. Like the way my body is doing, like it's drawing towards this guy. What do we call that? Should we say the guy is, and at that moment the manager already forgot about maybe the technical, like how good can the person perform in the job, or something just draw the manager to the point. Okay, I think I like this guy. Yeah, all human being, we should always pray for, and I always pray for this. I pray for favor from God, and also pray for favor of God from men. God may favor you, and if men don't favor you, nothing you can do. God has released that blessing, but God won't come down from heaven to give you the blessing. If you say men, if you don't have favor from men, that's a big problem. There's nothing we can do in this life without men involved. You need people. If you want to get a contract, someone will issue you the contract. If you want to deliver a baby, someone will deliver the baby. So anything you want to do in life, you give birth, someone deliver you. You die, someone will still put you there. So life evolves around us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you once again.